Hey guys, this is Mars. Welcome to the Blue Surrealist and welcome to MarsTalks. So before we start, I'd like to give a shout out to Antonio Arnel Palmahil. Thank you so much for always supporting me and my artworks and watching my videos as well. And I love you. So to start, Mars talks about retarders. So what is a retarder? What is it for? How do you use it? What's the positive thing about using retarders and what's the cons of using retarders? So that's what we are going to talk about today. So stick around because you'll learn a lot from this video. And let's start. So what is an acrylic retarder? The one that I have here is actually a retarder by Golden. This one is 237 ml. It's a big retarder. This is almost 1,000 pesos here in the Philippines. And I had to choose between buying a small retarder or this big retarder, because the small one and the big one has only a little difference, because this big retarder is better to buy because I know I'll be using it for a long time. So I'm going to be reading the information at the back of this bottle. So Golden Retarder increases working time when added to acrylic paints and mediums by slowing the evaporation of water. So a retarder basically slows down the drying time of your paints without actually breaking those bonds. Because if you use water to lengthen the drying time of your paints, it will break those bonds and your painting will not last a long time. So instead of using water, just buy an acrylic retarder. Now, do you really need an acrylic retarder? That actually depends on you. What kind of paint do you do? How long does it take you to do your painting? I, most of the time, have large amounts of paints and I like preparing all my mixed palettes here on my palette board because I don't like stopping painting and mixing another color and mixing another color after that. So that when I start painting, I can just go ahead and get the color that I want. So I need this acrylic retarder to increase the drying time of my paints. Okay, so if it's going to take you a while to finish your acrylic painting, I do suggest that you use an acrylic retarder to increase the drying time of your paints. Okay, so let's start using this acrylic retarder. So I'll be reading the directions at the back. Thoroughly mix small quantity of retarder into acrylic paint. Do not use alone or as a painting medium. For thicker applications, do not add more than 1 part retarder to 8 parts paint. For thin applications, do not add more than 1 part retarder to 1 part paint. Health and safety. There are no currently known health hazards associated with anticipated use. Most chemicals are not fully tested for chronic toxicity. To ensure safety, avoid ingestion, excessive skin contact, and inhalation of spraying mists, sanding dusts, and concentrated vapors. So when I use retarders, I always use 1 part retarder to 8 parts paint. So I'll be demonstrating that for you. You'll only need a little bit of retarder to increase the drying time of your paints. Okay, if you add too much, there will be a chance that your acrylic paints won't dry, or it may take a long time to dry as you anticipated. So use this with caution. So okay, let's start. How do I use a retarder? I'll be putting this down and I'll use some paint first so that I can show you how much should you add in your paints. Okay, I'm going to use this brilliant red before I put my retarder. Okay. We have this brilliant red here, and now we're going to add this retarder to this amount of paint. So we're just going to put a small amount of retarder here. That's 1 part retarder to 8 parts paint. This retarder is very transparent that when you add this to your paints, it's not gonna affect the color of it. Let's put some here. I hope you can see that I just placed 2 drops of retarder here. So let's mix this one. So you can see the brilliant red didn't change in color. And you have to mix this very thoroughly so that the retarder will spread out on your paints. So you can already use this paint for your paintings. So that's it for our video today. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or suggestions for me, please comment down below or message me directly. And please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and be weird, stay weird, be yourself every day. I'll see you soon. Bye! You and I are lost in the galaxy. You and I, searching for bodies on my universe. And stars said, you're right where you're supposed to be. You're right where you're supposed to be.